Anyways, I got a phone call mysteriously. I like get no phone calls, but mysteriously I get phone calls when I'm fucking recording, and then I get some weird fucking messages when I'm messaging like females from my family members. Like they're encrypting that shit. But that's besides the point, you know. Um so anyways, coming up with something like that would be a good idea for some of you out there that have 3D printers. You guys can technically create your own buttons as an idea, you know, anything you can think of, like flowers, round molds, like as long as it's a mold, and it's tiny, so tiny that you guys can put like 100 for a certain amount. You guys can sell them for, the quantity for a certain amount and create a fucking business out of that. I don't fucking know. But, anyways, other than that, it's just another fucking day, another dollar. Just stuck here in my fucking bedroom. Thinking about ways to make money because that's all this whole life is all about. It's making money, you know? Money, 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 money. What would we do without it? That type of thing. Money, 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 money this, money that. If it's not this problem, it's this other problem. It's a bunch of bullshit, really. But I cleaned up my room drastically. There's still a bunch of shit, though. I want to get rid of, like, every single little thing. So, like, right now I'm planning on. I have a bunch of, like, rocks that I collected. I went to the beach, to the ocean, and I got all these right here. All these rocks. Look at this one. I collected a lot of them. This one here has like a crazy like crystal formation going on in here. It's super cool. I can hear there's some crystal formation going on. So it's super rad. Oh yeah. And like in the bottom it has like this crazy like random mineral deposits right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's probably worth a lot of fucking money, But anyways, I found it. I seen it in the ocean, um, and I seen that shiny texture on it. So I just picked it up, and I actually noticed a lot of this type of rock with the crystal formation, like in Bella Vista. It looks like there might be some copper in there, probably some gold, probably, I don't know, a bunch of shit, Just random mineral deposit. But I noticed a lot of these rocks, like in Bella Vista area. Like this one I found in Bella Vista. And again, this one has a lot of like crystals on it. Like just a lot. Just different stuff, you know. This one, my friend bought some gravel, and it has like these minerals inside the rock, and it'll probably cost a lot of money to extract that out of the rock. You know, using oils. I mean, um, using like acids, which would probably cost a lot of money to, you know, extract that out. But anyway, other than that, it's just another day, another dollar. Like I said, another day, another dollar. Nothing really going on here. So I'm planning on putting all my rocks in one of these containers. For whatever fucking reason. Alright, so I have a lot of rocks just there, you know? Just there. Oh yeah, these here, these are like my heart ones, natural rock heart formations. These are fucking badass. Badass to the bone. Oh yeah. Like I mentioned before, and I'll mention again, another day, another dollar. Living the American dream, one day at a time. Whoops. Whoopsie dipsy. Put my goggles on, my glasses, my eyes. God bless America. Another day. Anyway, so yeah, God is good. God is awesome. God this, God that, God this, guys. God that, guys. God this, God that, God this, God that, God. God this, God that. Anyways, so I try to be creative. Like I created these book stands here, a Nike sign logo thing. I mean, I did so much stuff, and it's like I exhausted all my energy, all my fucking strength. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's like, for what? For what? For what? For fucking what? It's all fucking vain. Striving in vain. And then what's next? And then this. And if it's not this, it's motherfucking that. And if it's not this one thing, it's this motherfucking other thing. If it's not this other thing, it's this motherfucking other thing. But there's always this new thing. It's like, what the fuck? We're like fucking dogs. We throw a fucking ball out there. The stupid ass dog could just be... The dogs could just be like right there, hanging out and shit. Not fucking knowing what the fuck to do next. But then they see a ball. And they fucking react to that ball. And now all of a sudden, their whole attention is on that fucking ball. That's how we humans are sometimes, It's fucking pathetic. Like I was just thinking, like some of you stupid fucks out there, all you want to do is joke around. Oh, that's a good joke. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I need to remember that one. And then when you're with another group of friends, you fucking say the same fucking joke, and everyone laughs. It's all entertainment, you know. It's all fucking entertainment. And then you go to a different group, and they're doing the same fucking shit. It's like, what the fuck are we really fucking doing in this world? You know? And that's the reason why the fuck I talk about everything that I talk about. See what I'm saying? So, you know, like, just think about it. Just everything, everyone's like that. Like, we see it. It's because we've been so brainwashed with all these movies that everyone just thinks it's normal to do that. And if you're not fucking cool. You're not fucking cool if you can't come up with funny jokes to make everyone, to fucking entertain everyone. And ha ha ha, that was funny. But you know what? I have a comeback. And look at, I'm gonna fucking, I'll do this one, and I'm gonna outdo this other one, and I'm going to undo this other one. I'm going to outdo this other one. It's just back and forth bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what everyone's fucking doing all around the world. And it's like, for what? For fucking what? What the fuck's the whole point? How are we going to get anywhere in this life with that form of mentality, with that type of mentality? That's why I believe the government should hit everyone with a fucking digital ID so they can really find America's fucking talent in everyone. And then see who the fuck's really being lazy and see and monitor who's really just talking shit about people and who the fuck isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about like gangbangers, They're like they're fucking in the fucking, they're in prison, right? And they're, doing this and communicating like this, And like, imagine you fucking putting a fucking uniform on, representing the police department and doing the same thing. Sir, you can't fucking be doing that while you're fucking out here. You can't be doing that shit, bro. You just can't be doing that shit. Like, motherfuckers don't conduct themselves like that, right? They stand straight. They communicate effectively. They're not with that fucking bullshit. So, that's the shit that I'm fucking talking about. Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. Everything's a journey. Where are you going, little bird? Oh, I'm going to fucking Mexico. Been traveling from fucking Canada. Flying all through California. A lot of flaps. A whole lot of flaps. A lot of energy. A lot of bullshit. Hey, I found some more rocks in my Dollar Tree bag. You know, there's no shame in my motherfucking game. Because no one's fucking around. No one's fucking around when it comes to the money, the ladies, the power, the respect. You know, Tony Montana. Money, power, respect, bullshit, philosophy. You know, what was that? Back in the 1980s? Fucking man. If there's not one thing, it's another. It's like, so what are we supposed to do? I don't know. We all need the digital ID so we could all be on the same page. Because I'm nobody special. You know, I'm just another motherfucker. Lost in the world. But not technically lost, because according to Google's GPS coordinates, I'm somewhere, and I'm found, and I have been detected. So, technically, nobody's motherfucking lost, right? That was back in the day type of shit. Back in the day. Anyways, so I'm just here in my room, you know, guys, just cleaning everything. I feel better, you know, gave everything away. You know what I mean? To give everything away. You know what I mean, guys? Hey guys, out there, you need some fucking creative ideas, right? Fucking grab a great fucking speaker and use that as the fucking vibrating table, you stupid fucks. You know, put it down, fucking bolt that shit down on a fucking table, fucking blare the fucking music up, and this shit will go up and down. You know, you're working with cement, you're working with something where you need a fucking vibrating table, but you can't afford a fucking vibrating table, and you would prefer to spend your money on something more valuable than a motherfucking vibrating table. So why not buy some motherfucking speakers? It's a better investment, because if you get tired of the fucking vibrating table, you get left with your fucking speakers. Fuck yeah. Think smart. Think ahead of the game. If I die young. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Like Tupac said, if I die young, bury me a G. Bury me a what? Excuse me, madam? Excuse me, Mr. President? I figured I don't need shit. The only motherfucking thing that I fucking need is my motherfucking pay stumps. That's the only thing that matters. Especially right now as I'm waiting to, for them to call me to work. With the local 185 here in Shasta County, Redding, California. No one can fuck with that. It's my money. It's my life. Like no one's talking shit that you have to go out there and pick up dog shit or any other form of fucking shit. That's your job. No one's talking shit about your job. If that's what you're doing, that's what the fuck you're doing. No one's hating on that. That's your job. So I made this mirror thing here. And it's just a mirror that I put together. And it has a mirror on this side. It has a mirror on this other side. And it has a mirror in the center. And basically what people do is they set something up like this so they can cut their hair. But I put some hinges on it so I can open it like a door. And it kind of collapses like this, like a triangle. So I was thinking I could remove these hinges, turn this around so the mirrors can be facing outwards, and I could use this as a, like a little table. So I could put that like as a centerpiece or like a corner piece. So that's an idea for you guys out there. That's an idea all day long. I bought these little hinges at Walmart. I bought the mirrors at Walmart. These mirrors here are only like $4.99. Like they're very affordable. And I actually forget the real price for them, but they might be, more affordable than what I just said. So go check them out. Create your own. And be creative. But right now, I'm probably going to be giving these away because I decided I can't. I attempted to cut my own hair, but I figured out that I wasn't able to. It's not that easy. It's not an easy. It's not an easy, feat, as people call it, right? Like an easy. Yeah, it's not easy. So I decided to fucking just cut my hair bald. And that doesn't categorize me as anything. I grew up thinking that way. I grew up listening to people's negative remarks, negative comments, and the negative cognitives that core along with that type of fashion. But it's all bullshit. It's all hearsay bullshit. Because I've noticed a lot of military officials, police officers who have their, their head bald. So it's nothing negative at all. It's just people talking shit. It's hearsay. It's all hearsay. So it's like, fuck what people have to say. That's why I believe in the digital ID in the World Wide Web. I strongly believe in the World Wide Web because now it doesn't matter what the fuck the next person has to say. It's all hearsay. Like, bitch, prove it, prove it, prove this, prove that, bitch, prove it, prove it, prove it. And everything's being monitored and recorded 24/7. 7 days a week. So it's like, it's hard for motherfuckers to frame people these days. And that's why motherfuckers are angry. Because they're so used to and accustomed to framing motherfuckers that now it's just like, how the fuck are we going to do this? Legitimately. Shaniqua, Dede, Shanane, Dawan. Like, how are we going to do this, my niggas? Because these niggas are getting too smart over here on this block. On this sector over here. And we all got to eat. Because we some hungry ass niggas. So, I just stay in my little lane. My little fucking box. And I just mind my own. When I'm out in public, I keep my head down. Like the little punk that I am. Like Malibuski. Like Malibu's Most Wanted, y'all. Like Friday the movie. When fucking... What's that nigga's fucking name? When Debo comes around, I'll be quiet. But when Debo leaves the scene, I'll be talking again. Right? That type of philosophy.